It's your girl Ro in the building, and I'm here to welcome you to my YouTube channel. So here I have 3 cups of Merkin's chocolate and my Paramount crystals. And I'm adding 2 tablespoons to the 60-ounce cup and 1 tablespoon to the others. A silicone mat, a heat-resistant spoon or spatula, and here I will be using red and blue, paper straws, and some apple sticks. And of course, our chocolate chameleon food coloring, red and blue. Here I'm using some Granny Smith apples. And you want to check your apples to make sure there's no nicks or cuts or any dips or soft spots in your apple. 6.5 by 5.0 apple stick. These sticks will allow your decorated straws or your paper straws to fit over these particular sticks. As you insert halfway, give it a nice insert. You want to shake, check the bottom to be sure that the stick or straw don't pierce through the bottom. So now let's get started with melting our chocolate. So here I'm going to be melting my chocolate for 30 seconds. And I'm going to do in each interval after. Here is the results. All melted, nice and smooth. And you want to make sure you mix well before you begin to dip. And you want to allow your chocolate to sit for 5 minutes before dipping. Now I'm just going to transfer my chocolate into this bowl. I'm going to leave 1 white, and then I'm going to have in another bowl my other chocolate, and we're going to color that before we transfer. Now let's color our chocolate. I'm going to add in my blue. I normally add in half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of food coloring to a 16-ounce cup of chocolate. And that's what I did here. Now I'm going to transfer my blue. Now we're going to dip our apples white first before we transfer or add any more colors to the apple. So we're going to dip in white, and we want these apples to be completely dry before we dip into our next color. Now that we have our apples all dipped, We're gonna go ahead and let these completely dry. And again, if your chocolate begins to stiffen up, just go ahead and reheat it for about 10 seconds. Let it completely cool for 5 minutes before you dip. And now we're able to dip into our next color, and that is our color blue. And you just take your apple, insert it into the bowl evenly, just dip. As you see here, bring it back up, and voila, you have a nice even line around your apple. Make sure all the excess is off. Scrape. And again, if you get any puddles, pick it up and just place it into a different area of your mat or parchment paper. And then place onto your silicone mat or parchment paper. Now you want to let the second color completely dry. And I have some red chocolate here that I'm going to use for a drizzle. And you see here, it is still a little bit of wetness to it, but it's okay. I'm going to keep moving and show you the next step. So I applied my red chocolate around the top of my straw, and what I'm going to do is just tap and work some of that chocolate down. And I'm utilizing my piping bag to add some drips in some areas as well. So however you want it to fall, just don't add a lot, then you'll cover up the whole apple. So a little bit at a time. But you want to make sure your second color is completely dry before you add another colored chocolate. And we got some sprinkles. These are some holiday sprinkles, and they're stars. So if you are looking to get or use some of these supplies, please check in the description box below, which is located up under the video, and you will find all the supply links there. And again, I'm adding a small amount to the top of the apple around the stick, and then I'm going to shake it to let that chocolate drain down. Just let it fall, and then apply your sprinkles of your choice. And as you see, I'm throwing some to the side as well, just to get some sprinkles on the side of my drip. And I do that without touching the apple because I don't want any fingerprints and I don't want to mess up my apple. And that's it, you guys. And for the bow tutorial, stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching my video. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell to always let you know, and it will remind you when my next video will post. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch these next videos that you see here listed on my channel. It's your girl Ro about to go, and I'll see you in the next video.